Okay. Awesome. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for registering for the info session today. We're going to get started in just a minute. Just a heads up, we are recording this session, so that way we are going to be able to send it out to everyone afterwards. Most likely it'll be going out on Monday. And we are also going to be trying to post it on our website so you can always go back and reference it. Okay, just gonna give it one more minute in case anyone else wants to jump on.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so Matt, if you don't mind pulling up the PowerPoint, that'd be great. Thank you. So let me first just introduce myself. My name is Jen. I'm the fundraising and event coordinator over at the Arc Gloucester. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about the programs that we offer and what the Arc Gloucester is. So I'm going to turn this over to Lisa Conley, the CEO and Executive Director. Lisa?
Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us and for your interest in the programs and services we provide. The Arc Gloucester is a nonprofit organization. As you can see, we've been helping children and adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities for over 60 years. Our mission is to assist individuals with INDD and their families to achieve their highest potential through advocacy, education, and quality services. As an organization, we believe individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities should always have an equal opportunity to live, work, and socialize in their chosen communities. We are very, very proud of the many programs and services we provide that include rehabilitation, supportive employment, residential programs, respite care, after-school program, a summer camp, and our family intervention program. And we look forward to sharing more information with all of you about those programs tonight. So thank you again for joining us. And now I will turn things over to Jamie Jezik, Recreation Director, to talk about Camp Sun and Fun.
Hey everybody, I am Jamie Jezik. I'm the Recreation Director at Camp, as Lisa mentioned. And camp itself is a huge part of the Arc Gloucester's life, and many of our internal individuals as well as outside individuals come to camp every summer. And as it says, we're open to individuals of all ages. And we have multiple types of different camps going on, so you can choose the right one that's for you or your camper, such as respite camp, which is generally a weekend here and there, 2 to 3 days. It's a good way to dip your feet in the water if you're concerned about overnight. We also have travel camp for our more independent individuals who really want to get out and experience life at their own pace. And we have a full day and overnight camp summer sessions that you can choose from as well. We have 2 week and 1 week overnights, and we have 1 week day camp sessions. We determine what level of assistance they need by providing a tour, and that way parents as well as campers can ask all of their questions to make sure they feel comfortable. For a parent or a caregiver, they're leaving their loved one with people overnight, so they want to make sure that they feel safe, and the tour helps with that. And we do try to meet the parents as well as the campers' needs by assessing them as minimal, moderate, or total assistance, so we can assure that they're paired with somebody who can help them every step of the way. I think Camp Sun and Fun, basically our focus is fun. But of course, we want to have a respite experience for families and caregivers. But our campers spend tons of time swimming, doing arts and crafts. We have music, movement, dance program. We love to spend time in nature. We have such a beautiful campus property that just welcomes you right in. It's just has such a beautiful vista when you look out on it. I'm looking at it right now. You all can't see it, but it's gorgeous. And we just love to be outdoors in all of it. We have 24/7 medical office staffed by nurses and EMTs, and we do have doctors and psychologists on call based on what's going on for campers and staff. And most of our staff live on camp all summer. They live in cabin with them to make sure they're safe through the night. And it's the same staff taking care of your camper for the entire week. Anybody can apply online. It's www.thearcgloucester.org/welcome, and then there's a little tab for Camp Sun and Fun on the side and a little button that says register now. We do have financial aid and camperships available. We always tell people not to be shy. Our foundation was started by a former camper's family in her honor, and financial isn't always the only reason that you need help. So we always tell people not to be shy when they apply. If you're hesitant at all about overnight experience or a summer camp for your camper, don't be. At least come take a tour. We'd be happy to show you around and get you a level of comfortability so that that might be something in your future. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Matt Brady, who is our Chief of Business Operations, so he can tell you about DayHab and supportive employment.
Oh, Matt, you're muted.
Can't do two things at once. So I oversee our day habs and vocational services. The Arc Gloucester has 5 different day programs located throughout the county. We also have 2 different supportive employment options. The first one being our small group, which is our crew labor program. The second being our individual, where the individuals are actually supported through job coaches in the community. We also oversee 3 businesses where our individuals can start their vocational journey in our pre-vocational programs. So the day habs provide participants with a daily activity schedule. They'll have multiple choices throughout the day. Each hour they'll get different choices on what they want to participate in. That's designed to help increase their independence. We have different activities such as arts and crafts, different fitness. Dance party fitness is one of our most popular ones. We have book clubs, a variety of games such as bingo and memory. We have a Spanish class, and we do sensory exploitation. Is just a few of our classes that we do. We're also, as things are opening up more, we're putting more emphasis on getting out in the community, doing community trips, and also increasing our volunteerism inside of the community as well. Within the 5-day programs, one of our day programs is located in Deptford and is for more medically individuals that have more medical needs. We have a nurse on staff at all times at that program, so we can provide any medical assistance that they need. The Arc Gloucester has opened up our physical locations. At one time, we were offering 24 hours a week of virtual programming. We're now offering 8 of those hours per week. So if you're not comfortable with your loved one or family member returning to program yet, we can still provide them some service each week. In our supportive employment services, our first one is our small group. We have a crew labor program. The Arc of Gloucester secures contracts with local businesses and townships to provide work for our individuals. We have things such as lot cleanup and lawn care are our 2 main jobs. The participants are employees, and they make at least minimum wage, while our staff support them and teach them different ways to become employable depending on where their challenges are. We do help them with things like hygiene, how to act during breaks, how to complete tasks, how to complete step tasks. The goal of the program is to not just sit in crew labor for the rest of their lives, but to promote their skills so that they can eventually graduate that program and become part of our supportive employment individual program. While they are in crew labor, or if somebody just wants to start in supportive employment individual, we can do career planning for them to work with the individual to find what career would be best for them, where they would succeed the most. One of the most important things is lining them up with a job they would enjoy and succeed at. That will help with keeping our business partners that we have in the community happy, but also the individual will be happy. We work with the participants to secure employment. That includes interview training, resume training, and also assisting them on the actual interviews and getting them into the job. Once they're in the job, they receive one-to-one coaching on site. Employers like that because they have to spend less time and money on employing and training the new employees. We do that for them. We work with them. Initially, it would be more intensive. We'll be there way more often. And as they become comfortable with the job, we start to relax. The goal being that eventually the individual will work on their own in the community without any job coaching, but we would not leave them until they're able to do that on their own, no matter how long that takes. If we did pull back the job coaching and they get a new job or a new supervisor, we can return to the site or return to giving them more intensive coaching. So the Arc Gloucester is pretty unique in that we can provide our participants support along the entire journey, each step, with our pre-vocational programs, then graduating into crew labor, career planning, and supportive employment individual. Now I'm going to turn it over to the Managing Director of Residential Services, Sam Dixon, to talk about our residential services.
Hey everyone, how you doing? Good evening. So I oversee. I'm the managing residential director. So we oversee. Currently it says 15, but really we have 17 homes right now throughout the Gloucester County area, in the various neighborhoods throughout Gloucester County. Each house has about 3 to 5 individuals that reside in the homes. Everybody has their own bedroom. So, with that, they can make their rooms themselves. They can decorate how they want to and feel at home, just like if they were coming from their own home, feel comfortable in their own house. The house structure, what it looks like, there's a manager of each house. And then the staff, which we call DSPs, direct support professionals, work with our residents. And then they work on various, cooking goals, shopping goals, if they want to go out in the community, hygiene skills, anything that the individuals want to work on to progress and get better throughout their lives. If you guys, we always encourage family involvement. So coming by, visiting your loved ones, just let us know before you come, just so we're home, because we do like to try to get out in the community as much as we can right now. Before, it was a little difficult, but now, things are opening up, so we're doing our best to get out there and get out there to enjoy our community and be a part of it. We really want our individuals to really be a part of the local community the best we can, to the things that they want to do. So if you guys were to choose to come, have one of your loved ones live in one of our homes, we would definitely want you guys to come visit, tour one of our homes, see what it's like, so you can get a feel of what we do on a daily basis. The homes are staffed 24 hours. In the daytime, usually we'll be transporting our individuals to the day programs, any day program that they choose, and we'll be picking up. So, and then during that time, the house manager would be in the home, doing different kind of things, making doctor's appointments, which we would be taking our individuals to the doctor's appointments. We also offer 2 supervised apartment complexes, very unique places that some of our individuals who are more a little more independent, where they can live with housemates as well. We also have medical group homes with a 24-hour nurse on site. And we are looking to open a second medical group home in the Deptford area very soon. So I want to thanks for everybody coming out, and it was very nice to see everyone. So next, our respite care is Irene Thomas.
Hi, everybody. I'm Irene Thomas, and I am the director of the in-home respite care. The Arc Gloucester offers respite care to individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities, regardless of age. The individuals and children under 21 are referred by Perform Care, and individuals, adults over 21 are referred by their support coordinator. Respite staff first go out to meet the family and see what the family's needs are and what the daily routine is. The Arc Gloucester offers community-based respite in addition to in-home respite. Community-based respite is open for adults only. The orientation for both community respite and in-home respite is the same. Community outings include recreation activities, daily living, skills such as shopping and other outings. So if you're interested, you could call me at the ARC and I could set up a meeting, get in touch with all your sport coordinators, and they can refer you to the Arc Gloucester. And now I'm gonna hand it over back to Sam Dixon, the manager director. He's going to talk to you about the direct support professionals. Have a good evening.
So, hey, how you doing? So all our staff, they undergo, through our vetting process, we do an extensive criminal background check, drug screening, we train them in CPR and first aid certification. And then after these steps are done throughout the interview process, they'll go through an in-home training, an in-home orientation training, where they get to know the residents that live in there. They read the extensive medical histories on them. Also, we do a 2-day, looking probably to do a 3-day training of an orientation class that's taken place in our offices. During this time, they're learning the rules and regulations, abuse, neglect of DDD, and our handbook. Also, we have a EHR, which is electronic health record system that we just implemented not too long ago. This is a good data tracking system that's all electronic, that all of their past medical history stuff can be found in there. So it's readily available for new staff to come in and read about our residents' backgrounds information. Also, all medications, we implemented EMR system. So all medications are done through our electronic healthcare record system. So they'll be all trained in that and ready to go once they are in the home.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much to everyone for sharing a little bit about their programs. I know personally I learned so much, and I hope everyone else did too. So right now we're going to open it up for questions. If you have any questions or you would like to know more about anything at all, please feel free to, probably easiest to just unmute yourself. Or if you feel more comfortable, you're more than welcome to send a message directly to the chat, and we will get those answered for you. If you don't feel comfortable asking in the group setting as well, you're always more than welcome to reach out to any of the staff that we put on the slides. We will be sending those out, like I said, to everyone, so you'll have all their contact information easily accessible. Tara said, can you visit Camp Sun and Fun, or can a visit to Camp Sun and Fun be arranged this summer?
Absolutely. If you would like to call me, just to give you some privacy during the call, I will gladly set that up with you at your convenience.
Awesome. Give it a couple more minutes.
I had a question here. The question I have is, they talk about the day programs. We're down in Cumberland County, but really don't have too much available. So we were looking in areas like Gloucester County. Our son's 23. These day programs, like when he was in school, he would put they would take apart computers as their job and recycle and know what bins and all. For many of us might sound, it would be tedious work every day, but he loved it. Do you have programs that have work similar to that? Obviously, he's severely autistic. He's not able to just sit by himself. You got to have people, how we say, hovering over. Is there programs similar to that? When you talk about the day work programs?
I don't have a program similar to that at this time. We did, unfortunately, in our switch from the contract world to fee for service, and also the state of New Jersey becoming employment first. A lot of those type of programs had to be ended because we had to pay everybody minimum wage. There was no more of those work study programs that we could do within our facilities. A lot of the volunteerism we used to do had to end as well because our staff could not, or our participants could not do something like that and then donate or provide it to somebody that was then going to sell it. It's considered exploitation now. We are looking to grow some of our pre-vocational programs. I don't have in plans right now anything with computers. We do have our bakery, a thrift store, and a copy center. So maybe the copy center could be something he'd be interested in.
Oh, yes, he does all my copy. So, yeah. Yeah, and where's that located at?
That's in Gibbstown.
Now, I assume we have the funding for the transportation, so it would be our responsibility to get them to these programs each day and back.
Right now, because of the COVID restrictions, we're asking families and providers to provide the transportation. Under normal circumstances, it would be our responsibility to provide the transportation, whether we're doing that or we're using outside service.
Okay, even if we're outside the county, though, I guess we're outside the county.
So all of our participants need to be on the Medicaid supports program. If you're outside the county, we have what's anything over a certain amount of mileage, we would have to tap the budget to do the travel budget. So say our encatchment area is 10 miles. If you guys were 20 miles away, the 10 miles would be included in the day have services. The second 10 miles would then be billed each day to his supports budget under transportation.
Okay. And these programs, I mean, do they have to be 5 days a week? Are they 5 days a week? Can they be 2 or 3 days a week? Or
they are 5 days a week, generally from 9 to 3, the day programs, and then we'd be incorporating pre-vocational into that. If your son only wanted to go 3 days a week, we could accommodate that. Right now I have openings in many of the day programs. Obviously, if we were full and we only had one spot open and somebody wanted to come 5 days a week as opposed to 3, I prioritize the 5, but right now I have plenty of room in the programs. We are just getting our pre-vocational and businesses up and running again. We're doing a full reboot. So we'd be able to provide the day services right away. Pre-vocational services we bring along. But if he was attending Gibbstown, we could have our staff bring him into the copy center, teach him the machines and that kind of thing under the day have billing as well.
Okay, and they have people who are, again, I mean, he takes a task, he does a great job. They have people who kind of hover over to make sure, because he does like to venture if he can, and
Sure. So in our pre-vocational programs, he can't be actually doing a job for the copy center, because at that point he would be employed and we'd be exploiting him by not paying him. He would actually just be being taught how to do the job by one of our DSPs. And he could do different things for himself and for the day have, but he wouldn't be able to do the work for the actual copy center that we'd be getting paid for.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the pay, just keeping him busy. He likes to be busy.
Yeah, I know a lot of people aren't worried about the pay, but the way the state regulations are, that's what, that's what you have to do. He'd be being supported, taught how to do it.
Right. I won't steal any more of everybody's time. You be quiet.
What's the approximate rate of a DSP to individuals?
In the day programs or residential, or in the day program, it depends on the program. It depends on our special needs is closer to 1 to 3, 1 to 2 sometimes, 1 to 2, 1 to 3. And a crew labor would be 1 to 4, 1 to 5. And then in the rest of the programs, somewhere around 1 to 4. It really depends on the person's needs. Supervision level is really what dictates what the ratio would be.
Going back to the transportation, we're Andrew's parents that you were speaking with, Rob, and I'm Deanne. I had emailed you back and forth. If we have other individuals coming from Cumberland County, like Vineland or other from Millville, can they share part of the budget or transportation expenses from their budgets? If you're
No.
transporting like 3 or 4.
Anything over the encatchment area would be billed to the budget. I think it's only 74 cents a mile though. It's not anything that will really eat up a budget. The transportation is something that hurts the agency way more than it hurts the individuals.
And where are the other programs?
I'm sorry, could you lean closer to, thanks.
Where are the programs located?
They're all throughout the county. So we have Newfield, Newfield or further south, Newfield, Gibbstown, Woodbury, Deptford, and Turnersville, yes.
You said Newfield, right? Did I hear that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
That's our Franklinville program. If you're close to there, that's a very active program. They do a lot out in the community. They do a lot of volunteer work. One of our DSPs has done a phenomenal job at making connections with different nonprofits like the ASPCA. They actually do a lot of woodwork. They get draws donated. Like that would go in a dresser, and they work on them and turn them into beds for the animals, their dogs and cats. They do a lot of that different kind of stuff, a lot of collections from the community to turn over to local farms and that kind of thing.
Oh, great. And that's in Newfield's probably closest for us here.
Yeah, I just had somebody call from Cumberland. I'm not very familiar with the area. I'm from the Jersey Shore. So I did have somebody call recently from Cumberland. And so Newfield is probably the closest one to you.
We always say, welcome to Cumberland County. Good luck finding your way home. See what?
I don't have anything.
No, I'd like to. So we can contact you, Mr. Brady, get about maybe wanting to get.
You broke up a little, but I think yes, you can contact me about the day programs. Email is probably easiest, and we can work out. I do individual meetings virtually, so we can discuss any concerns. Before you would start, we would have a meeting with myself, your son, you, and the program manager and his sport coordinator, make sure he's right for our program and we're right for him. And then we would move on to actually admitting him into the program.
I mean, we could talk to you about arranging maybe a tour of the Newfield facility.
Yes, right now, because of the COVID restrictions, it wouldn't be during the day while the other individuals are there, but we could do one at earlier in the morning, or seems like most people like at about 3:30 when the individuals are gone. We can take you through the facility and let you meet the manager and some of the staff that are there.
All right, I'll get in touch with you. Is there a direct line to contact you, or just contact the main number?
The main number, my extension's 125.
Extension 125.
We're also on the email, Rob. We have a current ongoing email trail.
I think I saw
with
that.
Matt.
Okay. I think I'm done taking all the time again. Cede the floor.
Steven, Daddy.
Does anyone else have any questions?
I don't have a question, but could I say hi to Pam and Ariel?
Of course.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Jamie.
How you doing?
I'm good. About you, Jamie?
Wonderful. Now that I've seen your happy faces.
Yes, I miss going to camp and everything.
I know. Let's keep our fingers crossed for soon happier
Yes.
senior days. Hey, Ariel.
Yeah.
Speaking of camp, is there any availability? Or is there just a waiting list for any of the camp weeks?
We are currently not going to be open for this summer. We are
No.
going to offer something, but we're not sure what that looks like, and we should have some information on the website and our Facebook page soon.
Yes, if everyone, just to make everyone aware, so when you all sent our email or sent your emails with registration, we will be sending you some updates on the programs. And you are more than welcome to sign up for our email list as well, where you can get regular updates on what we're doing with our programs, upcoming events, and some other fun stuff that's going on with the agency. If no one has any other questions, then we're going to end this for today. And again, we will be sending everyone the recorded session as well as everyone's contact information. So please feel free to reach out anytime. That's what we're here for. It's our job to make your life easier. So please feel free to reach out. And thank you all so much for attending today.
Thank you for the information.
Bye.